Hello there, and welcome to my reaction to Guilty Gear Strive Story, Episode 1. I don't know if in the game the story is separated in the episodes. It might be, that's what, I found a playlist where the 5 hour long cutscene or whatever is separated into, different videos, and they name them episodes. But they're all different length. If you were doing this maybe randomly, it wouldn't matter how long the episode is. Like, it wouldn't matter how much you split, you can just choose half an hour's maybe, do it around that, but they vary in time from like 18 minutes that I can see to 49. So I don't know. Maybe it'll say it in the video itself, but yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm planning to. Well, I'm not planning to, but I don't mind to do these reactions to the whole story, especially in episode form, it's not gonna be a big deal. But this is a test episode. It's gonna depend if enough people are gonna watch this, gonna watch the reaction. Um, so for anyone who wants episode 2 and so forth, uh, make your voices heard. I guess I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'll look at the analytics and then I'll see. Um, just if it's worth doing, because I will watch it eventually by myself or making a reaction, but I will watch it anyway. Like, comment, subscribe, become member, and let's begin with a loading screen. What it seems, at least.
How can this be?
Whimdy.
Mankind's emotions have overtaken the world, and one girl is supposed to shoulder the world tore itself from its origin.
One girl?
The only solution is to rid her of humanity's hope for the future comes at the cost of her own. Forgive me. All I can leave her is her name.
Which is?
It's Eno! Eno's here! She's here! Eno?
Oh, is it Eno?
Stand your ground! Don't let her through!
God, the running animation. Was the girl Eno, or was the girl created to fight Eno? And it's like, then she became Justice or something, the Soul's wife, girlfriend, whatever.
Think you can stop me? Wow, no idiots in your little group, I see.
If you turn back now, we can all stay that way!
These days, chivalry's
Well.
worth as much as shit on your shoe.
Be that as it may, we bear our country's flag. We're not afraid to step in it!
Oh, step in shit, okay.
I feel for you. Really, I do.
Are they all dead, or did you just teleport and did nothing?
You!
Spared them. Well, there he goes. And she got... That's not fair. One idiot attack and you kill all of them.
Sorry about the mess. Didn't know you were such a neat freak.
I kind of wish that they just pre-rendered the game instead of making it in-game, like on in-game engine stuff.
Why?
They could have just made an anime like Persona does.
How about you? Why are you here? You wouldn't have ended up like this if you just gone and died when you lost your war against humanity.
Who is that?
And you believe you won? Witches have such vivid imaginations. Better than not having one at all. I'm not the one who had to give up my crown and castle.
You don't have a crown, you're wearing a hat.
That rug under your feet is a lion's mane. You might
Okay.
be on the other side of the cage for now, but you won't get away with it for long.
Yeah, Saul will stop you. Or
I could
someone else, I
stop
don't know.
If you'd like.
Saul, bad guy, and Kai, good guy, will stop
So
you.
long as you return what's mine.
Yours?
Who is that, and does it even matter?
You You think it will obey you just because you put a leash around its neck?
Gonna
That
make it
power
louder
is your
for you,
master.
maybe.
Today it does.
Dialogues are quite quiet.
And once you see someone wielding it, you'll know who the master really is.
You may
Okay.
think you know everything, but you can never foresee your mistakes. You're just a child excited over a new toy.
No, you're the child here.
Backslap. Oh.
You've dreamed up the boogeyman under your bed and in your closet. But you didn't have the imagination to drive them away.
What are you planning?
Can't leave it at that volume because the effects are loud. Happy chaos. Yeah, I recognize the
Someone
silhouette.
finally found me out, huh? And you're the most dangerous someone we could have been.
She thinks she can control Happy Chaos? Is that what this is about?
Someone once said that if mankind's endless want could be sated, inequality and conflict would come to an end. Or, to look at it another way, if you were
This
to
guy.
rob humanity of its desire, you would bring peace to the world. But who wants a world like that? And what is the peace people desire?
Why was
Asking
Happy
that
Chaos
is to
inside the
ask
woman?
what humanity is.
That's very philosophical of you. Disemboweled voice. Disembodied? Nice. Loading screens included, okay. Team Red presents. Is that the developers? I actually have no idea about developers' name. Still in what development still? The hell is that car? Carriage on wheels. Hey, Asuka.
Is everything all right? I can hear tires screeching.
These windows have great visibility. Wouldn't you agree?
That's what windows are for.
You wouldn't even know they were there.
Indeed.
No, you would.
They're 110 millimeters thick, too. 100% words eye. Just as fast on land as in the water. Worst case scenario, she can even move without wheels. And our driver's more than her good looks. She's got 42 manuals worth of emergency protocol committed to memory. Not bad, huh, Mr.
Asuka. No need for a mister.
Oscar,
Okay.
then. Anyway, this car you've chosen for your little hitchhike could put any tank to shame. My only complaint is that I can't find an insurance company to cover it. Do you know why that is?
Well, yes I do. Because you are the 76th President of the United States, and this is your personal car.
76th.
A little flashier than I would have chosen on my way to proposed demilitarization at G4, but nonetheless.
I agree with you there.
I do apologize for forcing my way in like this. I had considered alternative approaches, but...
Save the explanation for later. For now, we need to get all these eyes off us.
Our intrepid reporters can confirm firsthand that the gear maker is currently seated in the president's car.
Gear
It
maker.
seems that the most heinous criminal
Is
in
Asuka the
history,
gear maker? I
known
can't
as
remember.
that man, may have surrendered himself into
While we
United
haven't
States
been able to
custody.
get a clear view of the
Oh yeah,
situation,
that man.
witnesses are reporting that he was speaking with
The mastermind
president.
behind
Now there's a
innumerable
possibility
crimes
that
during
this
the
may be
Crusades.
a copycat.
The monikers That Man and the Gear Maker should be familiar
His
to
true
anyone who's
identity
ever
has
opened a
remained a
history
mystery
textbook.
until now.
Some speculate that he may be involved with the United States.
Ah, the other cars are just
Demilitarization and
Citizens have started
not
to
good
gather in
morals.
protest, resulting in confusion.
Be wary of the
Uneasy
recent
after
spread of
42 club
unfounded
incidents.
speculation. As of now, we don't have any
He's
confirmation.
a man of many names, but perhaps we should call him by the one
I guess
most
the reason
familiar
could be that
to
they
us.
made it just in-game
Devil.
is the
Vultures, all of them.
budget.
I can spot prey from a mile away.
Oh, actually, I leaked the story to them.
You don't say. Wait, huh?
I hate to say it, but you heard that right.
It was a necessity. I want my actions to be just as transparent as the glass of this window. I know that my request is unreasonable, but...
You call it a request. With all those eyes on us, this is a demand. You might not realize, but if the pen is mightier than the sword, then the microphone's stronger than a cannon.
Great words, my random guy.
Mastermind behind a 100-year war. Whether that's true or not, it's what the people believe. If the victims of that conflict or their families are nearby, they aren't just here to get a look at you.
I think she's also a named character. Great animation. Oh, there's the fan guy. I just saw him in a different video. He just stole the roof.
So it is you.
That's a negative, boss. Looks like the other one is in Illyria.
The other one.
Skies sure are clear. We're going to need a...
I think she's a named character, but I haven't reacted to her
Mr.
theme yet.
They say that there's nothing you can't do. So what could you possibly want from us?
A peaceful negotiation.
For you? I don't think there's a cell in this world that can hold you.
No, not for me. For the tome.
For the what?
The tome? You mean the tome of origin?
To be more precise,
okay.
I need a place that cannot be accessed by any outside force. One that cannot be forced open by any weapon or spell, no matter how strong.
Now I see.
So, like Alcatraz?
No, Mr. President. He's referring to an even safer location. The Presidential Emergency Operations Center.
Is there such a thing?
In other words, the White House.
Okay. Is that where White House is? I'm not a US citizen, but I don't think that's where it's supposed to be. I guess it is the future, who knows? Hey Saul, what you up to? Nice bike. Or tractor, whatever it is. This looks like an opening for Borderlands.
This ain't good. Soul bad guy. I saw you in the newspaper, you know.
Good for you.
Shit, you're smarter than I thought. How about you read this for me?
Ooh, who's that handsome devil?
Come on, read it. Says you're worth 2 months worth of meals.
2 whole months? Figured a big world-saving hero would have more expensive tastes.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be putting up your feet at the castle right now? What are you doing out here, bounty hunting?
Do I look like I got any table manners? Hold on now. Hear me out. I get it. Between the name and the look, I can seem a little scary. But you make the right choice here, and I'll show you my softer side.
Don't screw with
Yes.
me.
Was that necessary? Devil May Cry moment.
That was the wrong choice.
Huh.
No freaking way!
I see, he can regenerate. Oh, and Jekko is with him.
Who the... I'm with him.
Who the f... No. Half of the ribs are gone. You're the one to talk, you have a bounty on you.
The army didn't burn their morals and budget 100 years ago to make someone you could disrespect.
You mean Asuka, right?
Huh?
It wasn't the army who made you. It was Asuka.
This guy sure as hell doesn't need to know that.
Okay. I mean, he's unconscious, he can't hear you anymore.
And I'll settle things with him in due time.
He's in the White House right now, you can maybe go and meet him. Does it seem like it's split into episodes? Weirdly
Our
enough.
citizens have both freedom of thought and freedom of speech. They may voice their
Thanks to
complaints
Happy
the
Chaos,
government
as far as
they
I
see
know.
fit. This is a democracy, after all. In short,
Universal will and all that.
our administration is not a popular one.
You're telling me that someone came to complain about a top security containment cell 300 meters underground?
You catch on quickly.
And you chose to leave the comfort of the castle and come take a look for yourself.
I didn't plan on doing so, until I heard that the first king himself was inspecting the site. Are you really so desperate for supporters?
In terms of pure accomplishment,
Kai is the
people
first
say
king.
I should be the third king.
Oh.
Lines like that are why you keep making enemies. What are the damages?
32 injured, and the sturdiest door in the castle kicked down.
What was stolen?
Nothing.
As far as you know.
Nothing I could include in a report, at any rate. The culprit took something from Aerials. Whether that's
Aerials.
a weapon, a power, or something else we should be afraid of, I couldn't say.
But you should be afraid of that, I would say.
How has it only been 3 weeks?
3 weeks?
3 weeks between the end of the war and our culprit deciding to shake things up again. What did you say your name was?
Eno. If you're planning on becoming a detective,
Yeah, I haven't done a reaction to you either.
hell of a first case.
I was planning to.
This is an extensive criminal record. If even half of these accusations are true, then 10 life sentences wouldn't be enough. And she's a combat genius with the ability to move through time? It's no wonder the police and the military have thrown in the towel.
Spare us
Move
the
through
barbs
time.
and read, would you?
Barbs. I like to think of them as staples, holding the pages together. Otherwise, it's an endless list of excuses for why Eno's running wild. But on that note, Leo, I do
Yeah,
have
Leah.
one question
Saw the
about
name
this.
before. Couldn't remember.
What is her goal?
All of our info's on those pages in your hand.
She's the strongest performance criminal in history. Other than that, we don't know a
Performance
thing.
criminal?
Even where she came from?
We don't even know if Eno's her real name.
Why
Saves you the
no?
trouble of looking her up in the registry, at least.
She's been known to work with the gear maker. Though again, we can't say why. Or at least she was working with him until recently.
What makes this time any different?
She's never made a move this big before. Not to brag, but I'm a video surveillance fiend. If I caught it on camera, I could track a flea to the end of the world. But Eno destroyed all the
Okay.
footage from last night.
Of course.
Weird flex,
That's
but
criminal
okay.
Behavior 101.
Not for her. Usually she wants the spotlight. But this time, she didn't want to be seen.
She was hiding something. Which can only mean... she's got a sequel in the works.
The sequel to War? The World War II?
How grateful I am that we have your brain. But what is it about this that has you so rattled?
The hell do you
The
mean?
timing. It's
Okay.
too close to the G4 summit for this to be a coincidence.
That was
And
war.
we've got two troublemakers in play here. The gear maker and Eno. They may have different motives, but I can't imagine their actions are entirely unrelated. When two tornadoes collide, they create an even bigger storm.
You're right. The timing couldn't be worse. We need to put an end to all this. Or rather,
You need.
we need a tornado that can snuff out the other tornadoes.
No, that's gonna create even bigger tornado if it
So
combines with
that
the
guy is
whatever.
still a bounty hunter, is he not?
The man spent 100 years trying to get his life back.
It's not that I don't appreciate what he's gone through, but heroes are put on a different pedestal. We shower them
Sure.
with praise because we expect them to risk their lives.
That's a long hallway. It's like Dark Souls 1 fight would be here. With Gwendolyn. Is that the name? Nice bumps on your head.
Making sure he won't fall off?
Just about done.
Okay.
Don't touch that.
Hey, Jacko, careful with that. I just put it together, so it's not stable yet.
What? Is it gonna blow up or something?
Yeah, and take the whole damn mountain with it. And that's before I even got batteries in the thing.
Well, that's terrifying.
What is this,
You
a
really
nuke?
want me to carry this around?
You ever get an entire century to tinker away at a hobby? You'd be amazed at what you can make.
Huh?
I guess.
You call this a hobby? That's a little aggressive.
No different than brand name clothes or jewels. Think of it as a bouquet of roses, and handle it that way too.
Maybe I'd know how if you ever gave me any.
Ha! By the way, don't pull a stunt like that again.
Huh?
You're a regular human now.
Biologically, you mean?
She is?
You know what I mean. Wouldn't you have rather stayed back at the castle?
Arya's still in here.
Oh.
I'm nothing more than a temporary replacement personality. Just an AI put in place to steer this body. Save that question for when your real girlfriend is back.
I'm asking you.
I have no desires beyond fulfilling my role.
And your role wants you here with me.
Am I the one who was at your side for 10 years? I have 1,000 years worth of knowledge of my role. And not even 1 year's knowledge of this world.
Weird.
Besides, what would you do if I did say I wanted to stay at the castle?
I tell you, too bad. You need a royal decree just to open the damn refrigerator. Even a rat wouldn't last 2 days there.
Soul,
Yeah?
I need you at the castle.
You rat. Can they drop the guy off at the castle too? Hey, there he is.
You smell that? Dust and plants everywhere.
And you're happy about that?
You try spending all
It's in
day
his
locked
name.
in a windowless room, then you'll get it. I was stuck in one for 100 years.
He couldn't get
Put
out
me out for anyway.
on his own.
It's my fault you lost your power. You want it back, right? Look, I know it sounds cheesy, but it'll make you a god. Does that intrigue you?
Does it matter?
Sure does.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that her without power?
That's an awfully personal question.
There's a reason behind this world. Things only ever start to exist when there's a reason for them to. Even me. As
I
long
guess.
as you exist, you're needed by something. I was wondering if, for me, that something was you.
Fallen for me, have you?
Your power, at least.
What else is there?
I realize this may sound a bit contradictory now, but I've never been big on the idea of fate. So even if we only know, I don't know, 4% of what makes up the universe, discovering the remaining 96% doesn't really interest me. Neither does wealth, honor, influence. The most important thing for me
It's fun.
is drama.
Oh.
What kind of story are you
The music
about to
weirdly
write
cut off.
for us?
The god who made me did so with a tequila in hand. If he could do that, I can do anything. But what I want is simple.
I can't tell if that's supposed to be literate.
A future.
Like, should I take it literally or not? Tequila in hand.
Well, that is interesting.
Can everyone spawn vehicles out of nowhere? Nice ride, though.
Happy chaos.
At your
Happy?
service.
My name. You're my boss. And I'm gonna be your sacrifice.
Alright. When is Nagariaki coming into this? Is that the Washington Monument? I don't know, I guess it is where the White House is. What's that guy? Wait. Didn't want to pause or anything. This guy's just sliding. Sliding along.
Avalon Clay confirming Firefly's patrol logged is complete. Return to base, Firefly.
Just showing their defense that was gonna be broken like this.
Mr. Asuka, I won't ask you to walk with your eyes closed, but try to save your curiosity for the guided tour.
Oh, right.
I really don't mean to be so uptight, but this is a highly restricted area, which is, to be fair,
There's just
exactly
some doors
what you asked
here.
for.
Who cares?
The most difficult room in the world to enter. Though I hope you don't expect 5-star luxury.
They
So
open the
it's
door
just
and
through
Nino
this
is
door?
there, just enter the...
No, that room's just a room. You could just open the door and walk right out for a coffee.
Okay. What if someone accidentally pulls the doorknob up?
Quite the antique, isn't it?
Is he checking
The
out her
White House
ass?
hasn't changed since the Crusades. It's got little shelters and hideaways all over the place.
I'm rather used to this sort of environment.
Meanwhile, I don't even know what's safe to touch.
Just touch nothing, Mr. President.
Good. It hasn't changed.
Asuka.
Coming.
His mouth wasn't moving, even though it's... I think it was supposed to be thoughts. Saying stuff, suspicious stuff out loud
This
would
should
be
suit me
bad.
perfectly.
Do you have many friends? I'm afraid that all private communication from this bunker is strictly forbidden.
Signal blocking, I presume.
That's right. Communication's less forbidden than it is impossible. This room uses 13th generation AES encryption, the highest standard of security in the universe. So,
Are you
make your
sure it's in the
personal calls now,
universe? Maybe
before your
aliens
friends start to
have you
wonder
beat.
where you've disappeared to.
Oh, thank you, but
I don't have any
I
friends.
don't believe that will be necessary.
Okay.
He's awfully unassuming for the devil.
Yeah, I'm almost disappointed, to be honest.
Stop whispering.
Whoa. What are you?
Don't panic.
Did he break their encryption? You could have warned them.
Sorry.
See what? What the fuck just happened? The loading scenes are kind of lonely. No tips. I guess there's no point if it's just videos. The main story, at least. Hey, Gold Lewis. Mr. Secretary of Defense. Heavy steps for a heavy boy.
What are they up to in there?
Chief, Secretary Dickinson has already arrived.
That's why we're in such a hurry.
Honestly, I'm not sure if this whole exercise is really worth our time. I mean, the Secretary's stronger than all of us agents combined.
Yeah, he's pissed off that we let the gear maker into the compound. Being late may cost us some trust, sure, but skipping this training would cost us our lives.
Tell that to Geo.
Who?
A little early for moon watching, isn't it?
She has like the green creature, right?
It'll get a lot gloomier if you piss off the Secretary. Come on, we've got a training exercise to get to.
Wow, so cool.
You recommended me for the Secret Service, remember? I read the brief. I know what I'm doing.
Oh? Did it say anything about paying you to take a nap? You're so much stronger than I am. Yet you still haven't earned this badge.
What
Why
is that badge?
Because it looks incredibly
Oh,
stupid.
Giovanna, Gio, okay.
But don't go around saying that, got it? This was designed by the president himself.
Did he design that ugly shirt, too?
Enough already. Just prepare for your
Rude.
and button up your shirt.
But then how will I catch a good man?
Fair,
Didn't work on me.
I guess. It means you're not a good man. Blondie.
Now, Oscar. I think I've got a good read on you.
What is the thing in
I've
his
seen
eye?
that you're a good
I don't
man.
think anyone told me
The
that.
people who don't know you may say you're the devil, but it doesn't seem like you're looking to cause trouble. That's why I opted to grant your request. But now that I've done so, mind telling me why you're really here?
To kill you, Mr. President.
You said that you wanted to protect the tome. Do you intend to remain within these walls forever? We aren't idiots. We realize that your surrender coincides with the G4 summit, and you'll be right under the representatives from the 4 most powerful nations in the world. So what exactly do you intend to do?
What are the 4 in this universe?
Rather than protecting the tome per
I guess
se,
outside
I want to
the
erase
US.
it from mankind's history. It's been done before. Are you familiar with Project Tir Nanog?
No.
Impossible. That's just an urban legend.
Fill me in.
Yeah, me too.
People say there's a massive strategic weapon hidden somewhere within the White House. But that's a completely unfounded rumor.
Is it?
As the former president, Miss Bartholomew, you would know. It is indeed mere gossip. But what makes it a rumor of note
Oh, she's the former president?
is that the truth
Okay.
is far more surprising.
What, 75th?
The Crusades may be over, but many sad relics of the era remain, lying dormant and undiscovered. Some of which are extremely dangerous.
Is he talking about the Crusades like in
I
our
consider it my duty to
reality?
eliminate them all.
Like the
And you
Jerusalem
intend to raise
stuff?
this issue at G4.
Or is
The
it
blame
Strive
for the Crusades
specific?
rests
Or
solely
the
on
Guilty
my
Gear
shoulders.
specific?
I put humanity on the brink of extinction.
I
There's very
guess
little
it's
difference
Guilty Gear
between a good
specific.
statue and an evil bystander. For too long, I've chosen to avert my eyes. But if there are 2 things I truly need to erase from this world,
It's humanity. And
they are
wasps.
the Tome of Origin
Oh. Oh, that's what that is. And Soul?
and Soul Badguy.
Wow. 30 minutes flew. I was actually very, very interested in this. Okay. Again, I will be probably deciding what to do via analytics. Like if I'm gonna do reactions or not. But I will watch this. I got intrigued. The world building is quite nice. Like a few things were said that I have no idea about. Like, is it normal when you get into a new world, like in a new universe that's not the same as ours? There will be like termins. I don't think that's a word in English. There will be just words that don't mean much to you as a new player, but they do mean something in the universe. But this time it wasn't like there weren't like 1500s of them. Partially because I've seen, like, I've read comments and stuff, but even without that, like, I did reactions and comments. Even without that, there were only a few names for, like, first half an hour. Only, like, I don't know, like a handful of names that new player wouldn't be, I don't know, familiar with. And just a few not termins, right? Just a term. Yeah, a few terms that also new for the like the world entirely, just first Guilty Gear game they play, Strive. wouldn't be familiar with. It wasn't too much, is what I'm saying. It wasn't too explanatory. It wasn't like just a explanation dump, which is even if it would have been kind of fine, but it would have felt overwhelming, and I would have definitely forgotten like more things than I would now. But I just enjoy it. It was a half an hour that felt like, I don't know, like 10 minutes. Yeah, it's 35 minutes in this video. God damn. Either way, if you want me to do more, I will. This I forgot to say that I found the playlist on channel, I don't know, like Indigo, but there is a 9 after first I. It's I9digo. Or maybe L9digo. I don't know. It's a very small channel, but the first episode at least has 20,000 views. So some people know about this, I guess some don't. I would leave I guess I'll leave the whole thing in description. I usually cut out if it's part of a playlist, but I will leave the full thing if someone wants to watch that. I'll just watch it again to refresh their memory. I don't know. As always, I'll leave everything in the description. For now, though, thank you everybody for watching this. I appreciate it a lot. I hope to see you next time, and goodbye. Have a great life, because one of us has to.